एक ही बात है यार।
मनोज सिंह So once the valedictory is over, then we are reading 5 minutes after that. At that time we do. Everyone should be covered. Is John? Is John? Spotlight him, then. I will hand it over to him. Then.
Good evening, Punia sir. Can you hear us? Punia sir, good evening. Can you hear us?
Join. Showed there.
He got disconnected. Maybe he's rejoining.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
With your permission, may we start today's program, sir?
Please, please, please.
Thank you so much. Anubuji, please.
Good evening, Professor Punia. It's a great pleasure. Thank you very
Namaskar.
much, sir, for joining
Namaskar,
us.
namaskar.
It's always great to hear from you. We are gathered here. We are closing the program, the 2-day leadership workshop on design the thinking with all the participants here. We had a wonderful program. And it's a great, in my opinion, a great finish to have you addressing them on the valedictory session. We just finished giving them the certificate, and I'm sure at the end we will have them show the certificates to you. But great to have you here and to learn from you and understand from you what you have set as a vision and expectation for the team, so they will be able to take the learnings, some of the unique learnings from the 2 days of design the thinking, and apply it for the greater agenda that you and Chairman sir has got for AACT in the future, sir. So I'll request you to address the audience. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Sri Arun Jain ji, Chairman and MD, Intellect Design Arena, Dr. Anbu Rathin Well, our team members, Mamta and remaining AICT officers who are there since last 2 days, and probably their stay, their exposure which they have got, it is wonderful, wonderful. And fragrance of your program I can see since I think some 6 months back we have started this interaction, and one virtual tour also we had, and that time we could find out that certainly the learning of our members will be amazing, and hope the same sort of outcome will be able to observe. Some photographs in between we got, and people were busy, people were enjoying, people were in a different mindset, and probably that mindset and the learning which they had, it will be of a great use for the purpose of doing our activities also. When I'm saying design thinking, it is not only developing some product or some startup starting or some entrepreneurship. First and important part which I'm observing, seeing a problem, not looking, seeing a problem. And when exactly we are able to see the problem, certainly there will be a solution. Always there is a possibility of solution. So first and important part, that whatever is happening around us, can we start seeing that? Not looking just एक नजर डालना है, seeing उसको डेप्थ से देखना है. जैसे एक मेरे को छोटी सी बात याद आती है, मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन जो है, he was a thief, चोर था, मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन चोर था. एंड वो चोरी करके लेके जाता था, तो कुछ बॉर्डर्स आती थी, रास्ते आते थे, where checking was happening by police people. So one fixed border was there through which he was crossing. The police personnel who was sitting there on that border, on that check post, daroga जिसको कहते हैं, दरोगा ने मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन से पूछा, व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यू आर डूइंग, व्हाट इज योर जॉब? ही सेड, आई एम ए थीफ, मैं चोरी करता हूं। आश्चर्य हुआ दरोगा को कि खुद जो है चोर ये कह रहा है मैं चोरी करता हूं। एंड ही वाज मूविंग विद सम, जो एस गधा के साथ जो है, गधे लेके वो जा रहा था। दरोगा ने तलाशी ली, गधे कुछ बैग वगैरह गधों पे रखे हुए थे, बट जब तलाशी ली देखा नथिंग इज देयर, कुछ लकड़ियां थी, कुछ पुराने कपड़े थे, ये वो, नथिंग कुड बी ट्रेस्ड फ्रॉम मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन। एक बार ऐसे हुआ, बाद में दूसरी बार हुआ, तीसरी बार हुआ, सिंस continuously this sort of act was happening। ऐसे करते करते 20 साल बीत गए, मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन कभी भी नहीं पकड़ा गया, बट ही वाज सेइंग आई एम ए थीफ, मैं चोरी करता हूं। खैर दरोगा 20 साल बाद रिटायर हो गया, कहीं पे दोनों अलग अलग हो गए। बट वन इन इवनिंग टाइम दरोगा को कहीं मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन दिख गए, वो रिटायर हुए थे। उन्होंने जोर से आवाज दी कि मुल्ला जी प्लीज डू कम, सम क्यूरियोसिटी, बर्निंग क्यूरियोसिटी आई एम हैविंग इन माय माइंड, मेरे को आपसे कुछ पूछना है। मुल्ला साथ में बैठ गए, दरोगा ने चाय पिलाना शुरू किया और फाइनली मुल्ला से पूछा कि यार आपने मेरे को हमेशा कहा कि आई एम ए थीफ और मैं चोरी करता हूं, बट जब जब मैंने आपकी तलाशी ली नथिंग वाज अवेलेबल। तो उन्होंने कहा कि जो है आपकी सोच ही ठीक नहीं थी, आपकी डिजाइन थिंकिंग ही ठीक नहीं थी, मैं चोरी तो गधों की करता था और आप जो है उनके ऊपर बैग तलाशते थे, बैग में चोरी का सामान कहां पे था? तो वो जस्ट नजर डाले हुए था उनके सामान पे, लेकिन दृष्टि मुल्ला की जो थी वो गधों पे थी। एग्जैक्टली मैं जो आपका प्रोग्राम देख रहा हूं वो ये प्रोग्राम है, मुल्ला नसीरुद्दीन एंड दरोगा, इवन वी पीपल, वी टीम विच वी आर वर्किंग एट AICT, हमें इससे सीखने की जरूरत है कि एम्पैथी, फोरमोस्ट पार्ट इज एम्पैथी, बिकॉज lakhs of people are connected with us। एम्पैथी का मतलब ये है कनेक्टिंग देम टू फाइंड आउट व्हाट आर देयर प्रॉब्लम, पर्टिकुलरली इन द फील्ड ऑफ एजुकेशन, व्हाट वी आर प्लानिंग, व्हाट वी आर डूइंग एंड इन व्हाट वे सोसाइटी इज थिंकिंग अबाउट अस, सिटिंग ऑल टुगेदर, टेकिंग ए डिसीजन, एंड उसके बेसिस पे कोई आपका डेफिनेशन आनी है। पहले एम्पैथाइज करना है, लोगों को कनेक्ट करना है, पीपल की ओपिनियन दैट इज फॉरमोस्ट, वो लेने के बाद कहीं पे हमें डेफिनेशन लेनी है। और सिर्फ देखने से, देखो स्टीम आपकी जो है केटली से निकलती है, सिंसियर इट इज कमिंग आउट। जेम्स पार्ट ने उसके अंदर स्टीम इंजन देखा, हम तो स्टीम एक हीटिंग हो रही है, इट्स ए नेचुरल प्रोसेस, व्हाट इज गेटिंग हीटेड, इट इज गेटिंग कन्वर्टेड इनटू स्टीम एंड दैट स्टीम इज कमिंग आउट। नेवर बी अ थॉट ऑफ कि इससे जो है पावर भी मिल सकती है, ऑटोमेशन भी हो सकता है। महात्मा गांधी जी वाज जस्ट वियरिंग ओढ़नी चश्मा पहने हुए जो है, बट चश्मा के आगे उन्होंने देखा कि भारत जो है आजाद हो सकता है। डिफरेंट सॉर्ट ऑफ सीइंग, इट इज नॉट जस्ट लुकिंग, डिफरेंट सॉर्ट ऑफ सीइंग। तो ऐसे जो लोग हैं जिनकी अलग सोच है, ये आपका सेव तो हजारों वर्षों से गिरता जा रहा था पेड़ से, न्यूटन ने ही क्यों इसको देखा कि ये जो है कुछ ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स इसमें काम कर रहा है। सो इम्पोर्टेंट पार्टी जो मैं आपके इस प्रोग्राम से समझ रहा हूं, that thought process of we people, the planning part of ours, that is most important। अभी मैं एक पढ़ रहा था कि कहीं पे जो है एपिडेमिक हुआ, कोलेरा फैलने लगा जो है, people were starting that what is the reason why this cholera it is going on, some solution it has to be, यानी सिम्टम्स मिलने लगे, उसके सिम्टम्स ऑफ कोलेरा वर देयर इन दैट एपिडेमिक सिचुएशन। बट आपका जो डिजाइन थिंकिंग है जैन साहब, वो सिर्फ सिम्टम्स नहीं देखता, इट इज गोइंग टू द रूट, व्हाट इज द रीजन व्हाई इट इज हैपनिंग, व्हेन इट हैज बीन ट्राइड, व्हेन इट हैज बीन टेस्टेड, दैट व्हाट इज द रीजन व्हाई दिस एपिडेमिक इज। तो रीजन ये पता चला कि जो सैनिटेशन का सिस्टम है दैट इटसेल्फ इज फॉल्टी, गलत है वो सिस्टम, जो है खराब सिस्टम है, जिसकी वजह से कोलेरा फैल रहा है। बट व्हाई दैट सैनिटेशन इटसेल्फ इज रॉन्ग, व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम इन दैट वन? तो पता चला कि जो यूज ऑफ द टॉयलेट्स दैट इटसेल्फ इज फॉल्टी, टॉयलेट्स का यूज ढंग से नहीं हो रहा है, इसलिए सैनिटेशन खराब है, सैनिटेशन खराब है तो आपका एपिडेमिक हो रहा है, कोलेरा हो रहा है। देन बट व्हाई यूज ऑफ टॉयलेट्स आर रॉन्ग, then reason which could be find out that majority of the people are homeless, उनके पास अपने टॉयलेट्स नहीं है और उसकी वजह से इस तरह की प्रॉब्लम आ रही है। नॉट the structured use of those toilets are available। तो सबसे बड़ी रूट कॉज जो है that is homeless people. So where design thinkers will act, they won't be acting on the cholera problem because it is only a symptom, but the problem which is available in the root, that is people are homeless. उनको अपने को टच करना है, वहां तक जाना है. That's basically a principle of design thinking, where empathy is important, where ideation is, definition is important, ideation of that one, prototyping of that one, and finally the product which is coming out, testing of that one. That is most important. Mr. Amit Datta is here. He is having a scheme in the name of Students Learning Assessment. We have decided to test our students, the learning outcomes of the students after first year, after second year, after third year, after fourth year, and after that one we are telling that what are the shortcomings. Amit, when we are completed your course, now this approach is not scientific. Just we find out what are the gaps, but what we'll be doing with that gaps. Even some solution we'll be doing, it will be giving just like paracetamol and temporary solution. But we'll have to go through identifying the problems. We'll have to go through the roots. बच्चों का learning outcomes क्यों सही नहीं है? Why it is not getting accepted by the industries? Why it has not been getting accepted by the researchers, by the higher level learning institutes? So आपको root cause में जाना है कि बच्चा ढंग से learn क्यों नहीं कर पा रहा है. And the root cause, just with the help of Stanford studies which we could find out, that is the autonomy which is available to the children, or the participation of the children in decision making, problem solving, or critical thinking, high order thinking skills, even at our familial level, even at our school level, that is not available. So basic dimensions of the students, while they are analyzing, while they are synthesizing the problem, that itself is lacking. So we'll have to touch that problem from where it is getting started. So your input, Amit Datta ji, even to the policy makers, to the planners, to the university vice chancellors, to AICT, it is most important that we'll have to give root cause. When we'll be giving root cause, then solution will be coming. छोटी सी एक प्रॉब्लम पश्चिम बंगाल की मैं पढ़ रहा था. In some of the villages there was the availability of water, but the quality of water was bad. There was a pond, the availability of water was there, but quality was means poor, and that's why many diseases are spreading. Disease उससे बढ़ती जा रही थी पश्चिम बंगाल में. तो वहां की जो म्युनिसिपैलिटी है, वहां के जो प्लानर्स हैं, immediately they have taken decision that another side will start this type of water facility. वो 2 किलोमीटर दूर थी, गांव से लोगों के 2 किलोमीटर दूर थी जहां वो पानी लाते थे, लेकिन पानी वो गंदा था, पानी से बीमारी हो रही थी. The government has taken decision that another pond will be creating where quality of water will be good. वहां पे दूसरा पॉन्ड उन्होंने आधे किलोमीटर पे बना दिया गांव के जो है. Now the quality of water was good. 10 liters water they were giving to the villagers, but the charges were 5 rupees. 5 रुपए में 10 लीटर पानी गवर्नमेंट ने देना शुरू किया. आधे किलोमीटर दूरी पे वो जो पानी था, और जब जैसे प्रोसेस शुरू किया, पता चला कि गांव के लोग अभी भी उसी पे जा रहे हैं, 2 किलोमीटर दूर जो है वहीं पे जा रहे हैं. They are not taking benefit of that another facility which it has been created. जब पता चला कि ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है, क्यों नहीं जा रहे हैं, तो जो कंक्लूजन ड्रॉ हुआ उससे ये पता चला कि आधा किलोमीटर को रास्ता है, that path itself is very bad. It's cumbersome. Its movement itself is difficult. Another one, the 10 liter water which they are giving and they are charging 5 rupees. The capacity of the people are not there to pay that much money. उनके पास पैसा ही नहीं है. Third one, majority of the male members in daytime they are going on the job, और यहाँ पे लेडीज को पानी लेके आना है, वो आधा किलोमीटर भी 10 लीटर पानी लाना उनके लिए जो है मुश्किल काम था. So the important point which those people have missed, that is empathy part. No discussions they had with the stakeholders. अगर वो गांव के लोगों से बात कर रहे होते, फिर कुछ प्लान कर रहे होते, तो ये जो आउटकम उनका होता या प्रोडक्ट जो बनता, दैट कुड हैव बीन यूजफुल. और ये ही आपने जैन साहब ये जो शुरुआत की है, बेसिकली ये ही उस एम्पैथी को, उस रूट को जो है आपने सही करने की जो है कोशिश की है. अभी मैं नेपाल का एक एग्जांपल पढ़ रहा था. इन द नेपाल इन विंटर द टेम्परेचर बिकम्स वेरी लो, एंड पर्टिकुलरली न्यू बोर्न बेबीज, they are having these problems. Even survival of the babies itself is a problem due to that low temperature. तो उनको कुछ incubators में रखना पड़ता है, but everywhere incubators are not available. The distances are more, villages are far away from the city where hospitals are there, where incubators are there. तो वहां पे incubators बनाने की बात आई, तो ये काम स्टैनफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी को दिया गया, that you please do suggest what can be the mechanism. So important part, that empathy part, they have discussed with doctors, nurses, people who are in the neighboring villages, with everyone. So empathy part became very strong. Then some ideas it has started to come, or definition of that problem started to come. और ऐसे आइडियाज की वो बिल्कुल लाइट वेट होना चाहिए इंक्यूबेटर, क्या बिजली के बिना भी चल सकता है, बिकॉज इन मेजोरिटी ऑफ द नेपाल विलेजेस देयर इज नो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. तो क्या इस तरह से जो है बन सकता है कि उसके अंदर बैटरी टाइप अरेंजमेंट हो, कुछ चार्जिंग जो है इस तरह से की जा सके, जब बिजली हो तब चार्ज कर सकते हो. And then free of course if it can be given to the people, lightweight होना चाहिए. Those ideas, and finally the ideation stages, then prototype, and even testing with the people, and finally the product which it is available now in the country, and even same type of countries, it is in the name of Impress, and it is most popular successful story of this one. So hope our teachers, even Atal Academy which is working, we are doing imparting training to technical teachers in the country, and that too in emerging areas and even other areas also. Now we'll have to understand, we'll have to go to the root. What are their needs actually? We have planned, we have started something, but again, it's not a complete package. We'll have to go to the root, what exactly teachers need. We'll have to have a discussion, and on the basis of that one need analysis, we'll have to find out, and we'll have to implement what exactly we have learned here. Thank you very much for team design school, and hope these type of many programs we'll be having in time to come in future, and dream of ours through our national education policy for imparting quality technical education in the country will be fulfilled through these type of initiatives. Thank you very much. Best wishes. Hope the stay of our team would have been very, it remained, I think, stay was very comfortable for everyone, and best wishes to everyone. Hope these learning outcomes will be a great use for AICT also in time to come. Best wishes.
Thank you very much, Professor Punya. So that was really nice, the way you summarized with different scenarios and different stories. And I think you picked up the fundamental point of, first, we need to empathize with all the stakeholders. And I just wanted to share with you, sir, we did spend a lot of time this morning talking about different stakeholders and leading to how do we empathize. So I'm happy that it connected very well. Sincerely appreciate you taking the time to give the different scenarios and how each of the team members here, the participants here, the AICT leadership team here, can connect back to their role. Therefore, they'll be able to add to the larger purpose that the institute as AICT is trying to drive for the nation. Sincerely appreciate your leadership in making sure the team comes here. 2 days of investment is a lot of time for government officers, and that too on a Saturday, Sunday. And I can assure you their energy level was way too high from the start till the end. So thank you so much, Professor Punya, for that. Yeah, let me hand it over to Mamta ji.
Thank you so very much, Punya sir. And since you are a man of action, by various examples, you have again shown us the path, and your attitude that actions speak much louder than the words do. And I can vouch for that each one of your officers, our officers, have thoroughly enjoyed this workshop, sir. Yesterday, when we came here and I spoke and I thought that design the thinking is about boundaryless, beyond boundaries and unstructured thinking. That is what I thought. But then, after doing this course, this 2 days of very rigorous course, I feel that designing the thinking is a state of mind. It is an attitudinal attribute. It's a psychological leaning, a state of unlearning the learned, a core-centric approach. And that core can be anybody. That core can be a student, that core can be a faculty, that core can be an agribusiness, that core can be a product, or that core can also be a place, person, project, anything. And the whole design revolves around ensuring the satisfaction, the experience, and the joyful experience of that person. One line which I have learned, that the beautiful product is the product that functions beautifully. The beautiful product is that functions beautifully. So I'm reminded of one of the quote of former CEO of Cisco, G. Diaz Jr., who said, we asked customers what their biggest barrier was to drive any kind of transformation, and they said it is culture. And here probably I would expand the culture a little more. It is probably we never had a very structured, a very attentive to detail, an introspective and a retrospective training, and we never ever realize the power of our dreams. So I'm so very happy to be here, and I feel extremely gratitude to you, sir, to the Honorable Chairman, sir, and MS, sir. And I realized how much divergence is enriching, that power of divergence to be absolutely enriching. It is an extremely structured, extremely detailed, and different methods of doing things converging together. So rather than me presenting the whole summary, couple of my very worthy colleagues, I would request now Neeraj to say a few words, please. Dr. Neeraj Saxena, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for joining us in this valedictory session. So in the 2 days that I spent, I have a new understanding or definition of design. Sign is something which we repeat. Signature, sign is short form of signature. So we repeat it. Every time it has to be the same. So that is sign. Design is breaking that structure. So going beyond the boundaries. So that's how I think now. So it's a new way of understanding design.
Thank you, Soniji. Kindly pass on the mic to Soniji.
Very good evening to everyone. Very good evening to sir. In fact, the last 2 days, it was wonderful learning for all of us. When we were coming over here, we never thought of this kind of experience we will have. The 2 days design the thinking. The real meaning of design the thinking, in fact, we got. And we hope that this was a so powerful workshop that so impactful. It will be a long lasting, and it will definitely reflect in our action later on. The 2 days we spent, AICT has spent a lot of money also in that, but I'm sure it's going to come back to AICT and in the personal life multifold. So that will be the impact. So not only design the thinking, other than that also so many things taught to us. And even we cannot explain in the words in this small time. But it was a really amazing experience. I'll not take much time. I'll just stop here only. I'll give to other colleagues to share their experience. So thank you, AICT. Thank you, Honorable Chairman, Honorable Vice Chairman, Honorable Member Secretary, Mamta Ma'am, and especially Mr. Jan, Mr. Anbu, and Mr. Ramki, the entire this design thinking school. They brought us here and gave this impactful experience to us. Thank you, everyone.
Ramesh ji, kindly pass on the mic to Ramesh ji.
Hello, Honorable Vice Chairman Sir, Anbu Sir, Ramki Sir, Mamta Ma'am, and all my colleagues. Vice Chairman Sir, thank you so much for having this vision in sending all of us together on this Saturday, Sunday for this wonderful training. This is for the first time I'm experiencing such a diversified training process where we never felt like we are undergoing a training process. In addition to that, sir, it was a really a bond building exercise between all the AICT family members. We all could know each other. We all could bondage well within each other. And so thank you so much for making this vision in you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for the paucity of time because we have a flight to catch. I would only say that, words can never ever do any justice to Dr. Arun Jain, Dr. Anbu, Dr. Ramakrishna, ma'am there, and so many others whose name we don't know. I don't think there can be anyone more generous guest. There can be a host, sorry. There can be anyone who will be more caring, more loving. I think they made our stay so wonderful, so wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I mean, it is beyond words. And thank you, the governance of AICT, for giving us this privilege. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman AICT, Vice Chairman Sir AICT, Mamta Ma'am, Arun, Anbu, and those who are present here. Sincere thanks to everybody to have taken this vision of designing the thinking to as a part of the agenda for nation building, I will say. And Vice Chairman Sir, I think you brought in two core points of going to the root cause of the problem. And while you're solving a particular problem, creating an ecosystem around it. So these two things are absolutely pertinent when you are trying to solve a problem or when you're trying to work on a particular opportunity. Without this, it will not go to each and every person of my stakeholder. That is absolutely critical. So thanks once again for driving that point, sir. And then that is absolutely critical. That's a key takeaway. And one thing that we have always been harping around in this session is do not fall in love with the solution, fall in love with the problem. That has always been our mantra, so that we understand the perspective of the person who is facing the problem. That is absolutely critical. And to all the participants here who have come from AICT, big thanks to you. Normally 2 days workshops are very draining. I feel energized after 2 days. I can go on for another 2 or 3 days. Such is the kind of energy that you have infused into me, right? Otherwise, sometimes it becomes draining and then you're like, khatam kar dete yaar. No, I have absolutely no idea. Given a chance, Vice Chairman sir, I am ready to go on for another couple of days. With this, big thanks, and then all the best, and then let us take this vision forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just sir, one more thing, that everything has been done, from transportation to all our meals to entire training. Everything is in a pro bono mode, and this organization has not charged AICT a single penny. So I think, with your permission, sir, a huge round for them. Sir, with your permission, may we close the program? Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.